Welcome to Popcorn Pals. I'm Daniel Van Kirk. With me today is Lissa Rubin.
Hi.
You were still early in this. I was thinking I should say at the beginning, we're not movie critics. This is just two friends talking about movies.
Yeah.
In fact, if it's a movie I know I'm not going to like, I'll probably never talk about it. And if I don't like a movie that I had to see and we're definitely talking about it anyway, like if we had to talk about how I didn't like Disclosure Day, I would just talk about my taste in the movie. I wouldn't like rip anybody apart. It's not what we do. We're pals.
Good.
We're going to be talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Yeah.
I sent you a doc with a little primer on it.
Yeah.
Not a ton of advance, but I do these, and I always wonder if Lissa's proud of me.
I was quite proud. It's very organized. First of all, it's organized.
I can't tell if you mean it.
It's very organized. You use different colors for different things, which I quite liked.
Jump around.
And all of the formatting was consistent all the way through the document.
Anybody who doesn't do that.
I know.
Like if I copy and paste something, you have to clear formatting.
Yeah. That's not something you were taught. That's part of who you are.
So we sort of have a structure, yes, and you too.
And by the way, I'm really glad that you sent that in advance because you do have a couple of segments that are the thing that stresses me out, which we have also talked about.
What?
Like favorite this, top this.
Yeah.
And
I'm not even
rank of this.
Right.
And that is my nightmare. So it was nice on my walk over here to be able to think about that a little. So thank you.
And you had plenty of time. Lissa lives 17 miles away.
Yeah, okay. It was a long walk. I'm sweaty.
The movie, The Long Walk. Could talk about that too. That kid, now he's Black Panther?
Right?
Okay. Well, that may or may not come up. So we're going to run through stuff about the movie. I sort of have a structure. You and I never keep to one of those anyway. But the good news is we will probably cover everything and really try to keep this.
Because I just thought about like 5 other things I want to ask you about.
Really try to keep this at an hour. Famous last words. I remember didn't we have to do like a 3-parter of our favorite movies from last year?
Likely.
I wonder if that's in this feed. Okay. Spider-Man Brand New Day. We'll just see where the river takes us. All right?
Okay.
What was your depth of knowledge about this movie prior to seeing it?
0.
You avoided everything.
I didn't know who, but I knew just based on deductive reasoning that Tom Holland was going to be in it and Zendaya was going to be in it and Jacob Batalon was going to be in it.
Is it Daya or Daya? I never know.
Zendaya.
Oh, it is Zendaya.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I just told you everything I know about the movie before
you didn't know
I went
about,
into it.
because here's what I knew. Black eyes.
Nope.
Red ninjas.
No.
And that's it.
I literally didn't know
any. And the things that you said.
It's the same. I don't know anything.
I barely could remember the title, to be honest. Weren't they all supposed to have the word home in them?
Well, they used to.
But no more.
Guess not.
Because it's a brand new day. This is the first non-home one, right?
Yeah.
No
Far
home?
from home.
No home? Oh.
Yeah. Spider-Man homeless. I also don't know anything about Doomsday, by the way.
Same. Other than we know who's, yeah.
I know the big announcement that they made at whatever it was, Comic-Con.
Oh, I don't even know that.
No, the big one.
Like who's playing Dr. Doom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the only...
And that's 2 Comic-Cons ago now.
Yeah, but I just told you the only thing I know about that movie.
I know that they dropped a trailer like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Everyone thought this looked like trash.
Oh.
Then they dropped a trailer at Comic-Con just here at the end of July. And everyone now thinks this movie looks amazing. By everyone, I mean as hyperbolic as you can be. But the consensus.
The other thing I know about it, which is one of the things I wanted to talk to you about or ask you about, one of my 5 things, is that we have to go see Infinity War when they re-release it. Did you hear about that?
No. Why?
They are...
Is this a spoiler? No, it can't
no,
be.
But I don't know if they're retconning or they're just extending the movie to help fill in some of the gaps to make Doomsday more digestible, I guess, for people. So they're releasing Infinity War, like a new cut of Infinity War.
Oh, my Lord.
Wait, Endgame. The last one.
Or both.
Oh, I don't know, actually.
It's a 2-parter.
Yeah, so maybe it's both. Anyway, so it's supposed to like fill in gaps that we need, like stuff we need.
Of course they want to tie back to that thread.
Yeah.
And I'll
just to remind everybody of the good old days.
So my knowledge was also zero. I also want to say I saw this movie twice. I saw it in a standard screening at a AMC Universal, and then I went and saw it today in ScreenX. Have you done a ScreenX?
I don't think so.
ScreenX is 3 panels. Your normal center panel, and then on the left.
Where do you do that?
Right, Burbank 16.
Oh, really?
Lissa, first of all, I should have said this at the beginning. It is such a true, I mean this, joy to have you do this with me. You and I could talk about movies forever.
Yeah.
And
we could talk just about movie theaters forever.
There will be a rotating, like, stable team of people who join me for Pen Pals.
Yeah.
But I say this with love to all of those people who have and will join this show. It is probably because Lissa was unavailable. I want you to know that.
Okay.
ScreenX.
I'll accept it.
ScreenX. Very, very cool. I think it would be even better in a war movie, but they shot this movie for that format more than any other film before it.
Oh.
So every action sequence and everything
new.
is yes, it's newish. I think it's around the country.
But because I've never even heard of it, and it's at an AMC.
AMC Burbank 16.
I will say.
It made me enjoy the movie.
Because we could just spend an hour talking about movie theater logistics. For example, the new Universal City Walk security, Jurassic parking.
So they've decided to make Universal's City Walk, which is not part of Universal Studios, essentially what downtown Disney is to Disney. So if you've ever been to one of the 2 main Disney parks in this country, you have to go through security to get into downtown Disney, and then you go through a turnstile and a scanning point to go into the parks. They decided we're going to do that with Universal, which is fine in theory, but a problem in terms of how small the space is there and what limited. I mean, there's probably 70 walk-through security points at Disneyland. There's maybe 10 at Universal. I haven't run into a huge problem yet.
I haven't had to wait in a line.
They did create
yet.
a designated AMC line. AMC pre-purchase ticket holders go in their own line.
If you park in ET or Curious George?
Yes.
Have you had to do the Jurassic parking side?
Yeah, I had
That's
to do it.
The one I got lost trying to get back to my car for 20 minutes.
You literally have to go around a corner to see signage.
Yeah, and then
because I almost went the wrong way.
And then I was in some weird. It doesn't matter. It was sloppy.
Yes, I agree.
The other thing I wanted to say about AMC.
And why just have better national gun laws? What?
Right. AMC Laser, AMC Prime, AMC IMAX, which isn't real IMAX,
unless you're at Universal.
You're at a specific
Universal
theater
AMC.
in your
There's
area.
There's 11 in the world.
Yes.
9 of them are here.
Is that
this country?
Actually,
I think there's 27 in the world,
and 12 or
11
something.
or 12 are in North America.
Which is difficult when something is meant to be seen. Oh, anyway, AMC XL is a new one. AMC, what's the other one? There's another one.
There's probably an AMC.
And so now there's what'd you say? Screen X.
Yeah, and there's 4DX, but that's Regal, I think.
Yeah. AMC alone, I'm just I don't know which one
and we're about
of you I'm
Disney,
supposed to
We're about to have Disney Vision.
I don't know what that is.
That's their answer. It's like Disney's answer to IMAX. And that's going to be that's going to be rolled out with Doomsday.
Okay. Ugh.
Look, the thing is, there are very few movies that you and I would be very picky about. Oh, we should go in this theater, because really, 80% of the other movies, we're cool with that small theater that has the 2 seats for people with what do they call it?
The ADA seats?
Yes. I'll always take those, knowing full well if someone shows up in need of those, I'm
gonna move.
I'm moving.
Yep.
Or if it's sold out, I didn't get to watch the movie.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I saw the AMC at City Walk has. I'm so sorry.
What?
Well, this is not part of your document.
That's all right.
Has started showing Odyssey in 70 millimeter on a different screen.
Yeah, I noticed.
That was what I got a ticket to see it. So I was quite looking forward to getting to see it in IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 70 millimeter, not on the IMAX screen, but that's okay.
Right.
And then as I'm walking into the theater, there's a guy standing there and he's like, did anyone talk to you about the projector issues?
Oh, because they overheat.
And I was like, no. And he was like, we can't show it in 70 millimeters. So you're just going to see it in standard format. And I was like, oh, and this was after the whole Jurassic Parking debacle.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was like,
So you
so
were
I
a
can
little
give you a
hot.
refund, which I was like, I don't need a refund. I'm A-list, baby.
Heck yeah.
But like, I was like, do I leave? And
Had you seen it?
no. Anyway, I just saw it in
What
standard
do you-
format.
sorry. Me too.
Yeah.
In Prime.
Yeah.
The-
I didn't
The
see
Prime
it
at
in
AMC
Prime.
is the best theater.
A little too loud
currently
for
in
me.
LA. It is very loud.
That's where I saw Spider-Man
Very
though.
loud. Last thing we'll say really quick, and then we have to talk about this movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You heard about the news that ArcLight has been purchased. It is going to be an Alamo Drafthouse. Cinerama Dome is going to stay. Will not be a dine-in. You and I
Yes.
will have to talk about this ad nauseum at a different time
Yes.
for what it means in our lives. But
The dome is
overall, good
Coming
news.
back,
I
yes.
just don't think I'm a Alamo Drafthouse fan.
I don't think I am either, but I would love to hear. I'm sure a lot of people who listen to this are.
Sure.
I would love to hear what people.
I don't want dinner when I go to a movie, but I understand
Yeah.
that most people aren't going to the movies.
My
enough.
friend Carly Obermeyer and I used to go to iPick
Sure.
in Redmond, Washington quite a bit because it was like the nicest theater in our area.
Yeah.
And same thing. That's like full food and you have a
just don't-
server and stuff. And it was fun, but it wasn't seeing a movie.
Yeah. So now I want to jump into the movie itself. I have a
Yay.
whole bunch of like random stuff. Whatever we get to, we get to. If we don't,
Okay.
I'll pull it in at the end.
Okay.
The
I'm
moment.
excited.
Was there a moment you were in or out of this movie? Well, I guess before that, even say, did you like the movie?
Oh, I did.
I liked it too. I liked it too. I thought when it started, this is one of my notes I had for later. Remember when we thought Marvel Studio movies were the best, and then we
Yes.
would have to like get through this Sony or Fox movie in order to have it all tie together
Yes.
for us. And now I'm like, oh, we're in much better hands with a Spider-Man Sony movie than we are
Yes.
with current Marvel Studios. Just an odd switch.
Definitely an odd switch, but knowing, again, having. I knew nothing about the movie going into it, and I knew that we were going to get a solid movie. Like, I just have faith in the Spider-Man
Well, plus,
franchise.
like, did you heard the stuff about what Tom Holland had been saying?
No.
So being on the Odyssey, like really, I'm summarizing his own words, but this was directionally correct intent of everything he said. Tom Holland said that being on the Odyssey made him really set a new standard for why we are making a film and what a film should be doing. And so he kept going back to Sony and to the production team and the writers and going, this isn't good enough. This has to be better. Why are we doing this? What is the motivation here? Like, if we can't hit these places emotionally, then we shouldn't be making this movie. And so he really
Do you think
pulled them more in a way than I think maybe they would have gone there anyway, but he came in with a much more harsher, like, and harsh is wrong, a much more
discerning
yes,
or like detailed?
Yes.
Do you know?
Attitude.
Do you think that he's the one that said, "Can I shoot a little blurb at the beginning of the movie?"
Lissa, this is why you're great. I have it written right here. Pre-movie Tom Holland intro. Can we be done with these? Who are they for? I'm already at the movie.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to set up a substitute teacher wheel-in TV around the ticketing area with Tom Holland going, hey, do you not know what movie you're going to see? Who is that wild card of a person? I hope you come check out my movie, Spider-Man, Brand New Day. That would make more sense to me. But reminding me that you are not the character that I have already been sitting in the dark waiting to see for a movie I've already set aside time to watch seems frivolous.
When Knives Out came out, I think it was Ryan Johnson, writer director, who did a blurb before.
Yeah.
But it was specifically, hey, this is a whodunit movie.
Which is very Hitchcock.
So happy that
Yes.
you're here. Let's not spoil this for
That's
people who
great.
haven't seen it yet. And I quite
Also,
like
not an
that.
actor.
Not an actor. That's kind of why I brought
Right.
it up.
The Tom Cruise machine, he did it before Maverick.
Yeah.
But he was more like, I'm welcoming everybody back to the theater. I still didn't like it.
Here is my only reason why. I mean, I didn't. I thought it was it felt a little out of place.
Yeah.
But especially because I don't think we've seen that in any Marvel movie. That being said,
I think we did, but I don't remember.
oh, did
which
we?
one. I have vague memories of a Deadpool, like a Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, maybe. I know that doesn't bother
Either
me
way.
though, because Ryan Reynolds is only ever Ryan
Hi.
Reynolds. But
Hi.
yeah, it's the same guy.
Welcome to my movie.
Yeah, just put on the mask and then the movie. People don't go to the movies anymore,
Right.
And so there is something I a little bit appreciate about. To be honest, I would rather see Tom Holland than that stupid guy who dances at the beginning of all the AMC movies.
You saw people are starting to clap with them when they do the dance.
Yeah.
It's become like a thing.
Uh-huh.
I've started standing up and
Waving for
when they
AMC.
yeah. I saw that and I'm like, I'll do that because
Yeah.
I'm off the Nicole Kidman. Why are we still? Someone said we should do this Nicole Kidman thing. It couldn't have gone better, right? They've now cut it down to 2 sentences. Why even do it?
Do you know they were selling backpacks for a while? Little mini backpacks, like the cute ones, that were pinstriped like her suit, and that said, "Heartbreak feels good in a place like this."
You know what I like to say?
Or "We make movies better" or something.
Starting the movie feels good in a place like this.
Yeah.
Why, if you want to give me the full, and here's the crazy thing: they did it once, right? Had the movies that movies that light up a screw, whatever. And then remember they re-edited it and put in different movies. I think Superman and Elvis was in there.
Yeah.
And then they cut that down to like a third, and now it's down to 2 sentences.
Yeah.
It's their own time. We're all glad the trailers are over.
And
this
we
is
hear
not
that
what you
guy.
needed to cut.
We hear that guy. We hear the guy from your gym. We hear
Michael.
Hear the
AMC.
Yeah. We see the dancing guy. There is a lot. And part of me is like,
popcorn
cut
throw.
out one of those and make it an ad. And then suddenly AMC gets more money, and then maybe
I know.
going to the movies won't be obsolete. All of this to say, I was a little okay with Tom Holland doing a thing at the beginning because actors need butts and seats.
Yes.
And if that was his way of being like, you didn't have to see this here, like you could have waited movies will become obsolete if people stop going to the movie theater.
He has a captive audience. And I understand why that is an argument against what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
But I would almost rather it was at the very end of the credits.
Yeah.
Hey, you stayed? I just want you to know. It means a lot to me
Yeah,
that you
I
came
agree.
out to this movie.
I agree.
And I understand that by that point, well, Marvel's a little bit different. But on average, 10% to 40% of the people are going to ever see that.
Yeah.
But I like it then.
No, I agree with that. That's fair.
Or do it before the trailers. And then we have all the trailers. We've got your wonderful song and dance dinner and a movie sequence. We've got 2 seconds of Nicole Kidman. Hi, boom, out.
Uh-huh.
And then the movie starts. But like right before the movie, I'm like, I'm already here. And also, I want to forget your Tommy H for a second.
Yeah. Then the other thing I will say is that his acting is so good that it didn't take me. I wasn't sitting there watching him as Spider-Man being like, God, well, I'm seeing him in that blue button down talking about that wasn't.
You mean that Prada shirt?
Oh, I don't remember what he was wearing.
It was a polo striped, horizontal striped Prada shirt.
Was it not a button down?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
It might have had a couple buttons at the top, polo style. But I just was like, I didn't think he'd wear a logo. I don't think he'd wear like a Prada logo shirt.
Did he model for them?
Maybe he got paid by Prada to wear the shirt. Whatever. Get your cash, buddy. I'm happy. I'm proud of you. I like you. You seem really cool.
Yeah. Now that we've gotten to the start of the movie.
Yes.
I'm ready.
What was the part where you were in or out? I think we're both going to say we were in. Was there a part early in the movie where you were like, yep, we're good. We're on. We got the wins behind us, boys.
I don't think I had a moment. Oh, I did have a moment where I was a little out, but I was pretty in.
Yeah, did you have one where you? So like, I liked the montage of him catching all the bad guys.
Yeah.
I really liked the winter. He's in a beanie and a vest.
Yeah.
And it was moving well, and I thought, oh, we're good. We're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Like I really liked that.
Yeah, I agree.
So much so. Go ahead.
Especially because, do you know about, did you write down that they did a lot of, they paid homage to Spider-Man 15 or whatever, I don't remember, the comic book where he's either first introduced or something.
Okay.
They did several moments where he's like catching a bad guy and he's stills.
Yeah.
And they
recreated those
panels
Gotcha.
In the movie.
That makes sense. It seemed very deliberate.
Yeah.
Note I had for later that I'll say right now made me say I would love a completely set in winter in New York Spider-Man movie. It's never done.
Yeah.
It's never crazy shitty snowy time. And then of course you could have like the villain somehow be tied into cold weather.
It seemed a little cold. MJ had her jacket with her a lot.
Sort of on the cusp of fall. Yeah. I think that Tobey Maguire's first Spider-Man is fall set.
Yeah.
At least at some point in it. It is.
So there was a moment where I was very, very nearly out. I was never out. I was in this movie the whole time.
Yeah, I loved it.
There was a moment where I was very nearly out, and then there was a moment where I was really bummed. And that the bummed comes later, but the very nearly out was pretty early on. What was the Spider-Man? Was it Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man where they were like, where you like followed him when he was swinging and stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Did they do a separate one? But I think they did a separate one where it doesn't matter.
Either way, it exists.
They did that a little bit with this one.
Mm-hmm.
And which is very new for this, the way that they showed him.
Yeah, they showed some very like in-mask POV style.
Or directly behind him where the camera follows him as he's jumping down a thing. And I was like, oh my God, am I going to get motion sickness during this movie?
I thought that too, well, especially in Screen X.
Oh, I bet. Because he's over there and then he's over there.
Yeah.
So that very nearly took me out, but then they reined that in pretty quickly and I realized we were going to be okay.
Okay.
So that was my almost out.
I will say my overall feeling of the movie is that I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. It was nice to see a Spider-Man movie where he doesn't have a constant sort of mentor.
Yes.
They sort of like let this be. You really feel like this is a full-on Spider-Man movie. I think going forward, I should have said it before, but you've had plenty of time. Don't listen to this anymore if you haven't seen the movie or it's going to be ruined for you because we talk about it. Because the next thing I'm going to say gives away things. I think that the movie had pacing issues. Like where at one point I felt like that movie, I thought it, and I don't say this as a negative, it could have been better, but it's not a ruiner for me, the movie in any way. But I thought that this movie was as long as The Odyssey. Like it felt very long to me.
It is, isn't it?
No, it's over like a half hour shorter.
Are you very sure?
Yeah, because what they constantly do is everything speeds up and then it slows way down. Like we spend so much time with Tremel Tillman.
Yeah.
In that office scene, probably 30% longer than we need to. And we have a lot of big scenes like that, like reconnecting with people. And a lot of them are good and like effective. And one of them is the best scene in the movie. But that sort of like pacing, that's like one of the most amazing things about the Odyssey, or even like Lord of the Rings, is like, how do you pace this in a way? And if you think about it, the Odyssey does something like big and scary, and then they sort of half measure you with two people sort of talking about the big and scary, and then they take you all the way back to the castle and these people just talking to each other, and then they ramp it back up again. And this sort of is sort of like emergency braking and then speeding up. So I had some pacing issues, and I felt like it got a little too much into Jean Grey's story. Not that we didn't need it, but it was a little over bloated for me. How much we got of it, you could tell that they really were like, and this is our opportunity to set all of this shit up.
Yeah. And
this is where we're going to backdoor pilot the Jean Grey movie and then the X-Men and a device that can curb mutants' abilities.
Yeah.
But overall, like, I really liked it. I think I was first in on that first montage. I was like, all right, good.
Yeah.
I feel good.
Even though I agree with you, like, this is clearly, I mean, they showed a passage of time. It's 4 years go by, right? Because they graduate, they go.
My letterbox sentence for this was, I love this movie, but it's a great reminder that if all your friends go off to college and you don't, they will forget about you.
That was very funny. Spider-Man has to get older. He has to get more mature. We have to see him evolve.
Yes.
Because of I mean,
this really is Spider-Man.
right. And it's, I mean, because we lost Tony, we lost Steve, like
We lost Aunt May.
We lost Natasha, like, so he has to grow up so that he can be a leader in the franchise.
And no one knows him. That's very crucial.
Nobody knows him.
Remembers him.
But truly, I'm talking even just not story-wise, but like logistically, Marvel needs Spider-Man to be an adult, more of an adult. He can't keep being the little kid, right? Tom Holland filled out more. Like, he looked jacked.
Yeah.
Like he just seemed older, but what came with that is like a loss of levity that existed in the Spider-Man franchise before this, because I watched Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, and even No Way Home, which is like heavy and so sad and had some like really dark stuff. It's so
That's the
fun.
Gyllenhaal one?
That's Far From Home. No Way Home is the multiverse one.
Yeah.
That one got a little bit darker. This was like a sadder movie. It wasn't.
Yeah, I think you could do an edit over the beginning with the song that they choose. Forgive me for not remembering. I meant to look it up. Not my point though. You could take a lot of like Matt Reeves, Pattinson Batman, and put it into this like first act.
Wow.
Like that Nirvana song that plays as he's like riding around. I'm like, you could just put that song here. Like it's pulling off of that. I heard. Or I read another thing where somebody was like, it's sort of pulling from The Matrix. I think it's also pulling from Gollum, like left isolated all by yourself with something that is like eating you away, sort of like ends up changing like how you look and who you are as a person. I think it pulls from Steve Martin's The Lonely Guy, just like what happens to you when there's just nobody in your life anymore. But he's also choosing that, right? The girl hits on him in the elevator or on the hallway, and he's like, I gotta move to a different floor.
Yeah.
Like I can't let anybody, which is that's great storytelling. That's like 30 seconds long, if that, and it tells you so much about what our mindset of our characters here. What is their goals?
Totally.
What do they want? What do they don't want, for that matter?
Yeah.
Can I give you my nitpick of the movie?
Yes.
This is my I want to start doing these when they pop up. My crazy Daniel. Only you would think of that dumb shit.
I'm excited to tell you that it's
a valid
only
nitpick, but it doesn't matter.
Where does backpack go?
Ned's social media post analytics. Zendaya says to him, Mary Jane says to Ned, who do you actually think is going to watch this? Meanwhile, it has 117 likes and 24 comments. So I would say, seems like a lot of people. That's pretty good engagement. 24 comments is great engagement.
Okay.
For a person who has no audience.
Here's where I disagree. Gen Z.
Yeah.
That is low engagement for Gen Z.
Really? Mm-hmm. I suck then at social media. But it just seemed to me that people were watching it. If it had said like 0 comments, 2 likes,
he is talking,
and one of them's probably Peter, then I'm like...
He's talking to the camera like he's an influencer, and he got 127 likes.
Fair.
This
is why this is a really dumb nitpick.
I'm okay with it.
I wanted it to be like 0.
I'm okay with that.
Because I'm like, people are engaging, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Product placement. Crazy product placement in the movie. Where do you think we're going to go? Did it hit you? It's a literal commercial. And there's one, like at
I
one
don't
point,
remember.
He's eating Little Caesars, but you barely catch it.
Oh, yeah.
It's BMW.
Oh, I don't remember that.
He's chasing the tank, and he lands down on a car, and the guy goes, Spider-Man, I got you. And he hits a setting on the BMW, which makes it drive super fast.
Cool.
And he catches up to the tank. And then there's after that sequence, you see a big wide exterior shot of him riding on the top of a subway train. And there's a huge billboard that says a brand new era BMW. But look, they were good because it didn't bother you. But they literally were like, hey, we have to have this feature, like our top end high speed performance feature. And they're like, we'll figure it out.
I don't think that you watch Off Campus. Is that correct?
I have no idea what that is.
Great. For everyone listening who watches Off Campus, The Liquid IV product placement in that is like insane. There's an entire episode that's basically like the plot is Liquid IV.
That's
and
so
I'm
funny.
like, what? How?
They got to get their money.
I do not understand.
Okay, let me tell you something. So that was a little like snuck in there thing that I was like, you goofballs. Here's a snuck in there thing that I think is awesome.
Okay. New print.
And I should say, seeing the movie the second time made me like it even more.
Oh, really?
I think because, when you drive somewhere and you're like, this is taking forever, and then you drive back and you go, that wasn't that far. Because you didn't know where you were going. And I think the first time, not really knowing
anything.
Because I thought the movie was over when they caught Jean Grey.
Oh.
Like I was like, oh, this is gonna wrap up, and then we're like, find out what happens. Like
In the
obviously
next
that
thing.
wasn't right, And then I'm like, no. Then you find out there's another 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
in this
Now
movie.
you have the roadmap, so then
I
you
was
can
able
look
to-
for
yes,
different stuff.
I liked it even more. The pacing was even better for me.
Oh, wait. Do I need to see it in Screen X?
I think you should.
Really?
Yeah, I think you should because the movie, more than any other movie ever made, was shot for Screen X. So this would be the one to see,
Cool.
and I think they'll do it more.
Okay.
The only thing I kept wondering is, I'm like, did they reformat this that like stuff that's on the side was in frame for a standard viewing, but they sort of made it look like they have more things to the side? Like I was like,
Oh.
but either way, I really liked it. Sit in the center, obviously, and if you're going, this is how much I care because I'm a fucking weirdo. If you're going to the Burbank AMC 16,
Yeah.
you want G, H, or J starting in seat 10 and then go left to right from there.
Okay. Remind me of that after
100%.
we're done.
And I recorded it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so an awesome thing I really liked. Peter is in one of the many bodegas
Yeah.
that they're in, and he's sitting there, and I can't remember. I think it's the first time we see there. He's sitting by himself. Oh, he's watching Ned buy the beer and by the shark,
The
thunder
energy
shark. Yeah, 1,000 sharks.
shot.
So over his shoulder, there's like a sticker. It's almost like a sign for the bodega, and it says, "No credit given. Don't ask." And to me, that's alluding to Peter. No one knows you.
Oh,
You don't get any credit.
That's subtle.
Spider-Man gets the credit. You don't have friends anymore.
Yeah.
And don't even ask. Keep it that way.
Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be. And I was like, what a great little piece of like set decoration.
Cool.
So there's a lot of stuff like that too. I saw like way more Easter eggs.
Oh, that's fun.
Question I have for you.
Let's go.
In the tank scene,
Yeah.
there is a shot that I feel like is commonly used anyway, but I feel like it's in every Spider-Man movie since Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man.
Okay.
Action sequence shot from the perspective of people in a coffee shop
Yeah.
on the other side of a window. And I wonder if it's either a plot point. There's a time where the car is coming and he sees over Kirsten Dunst that it's coming. But this one, and I was like, does that have to be in every Spider-Man? Not a knock either. But I wonder if that's a little like, there's things on set where they're like, and we'll do the thing. And they're like, we have to get our interior coffee shop through the window seeing something happening. Or do you think that just gets used a lot?
I think it's a convention that's used quite a bit in superhero stuff.
And always in New York.
And specifically in New York because everything's so small. I'm doing, this is insane, but I think I'm going to do, no, I don't think, I'm already doing it. The
What?
Doomsday, the watch thing until Doomsday. Do you know about this?
I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so this guy created, it's a website that you can
you're
turn
gonna
into
rewatch all
an
of them?
app. And it tells you how many
Road to
days,
Doomsday.
Road to Doomsday, how many days.
We will put this in our social
how many
media.
hours you have watching hours you have to do based on the list below.
To watch them all.
Well, to watch they have it where you watch everything, but he lists what you need to watch in order to be prepared for Doomsday.
So you could just watch this part of that of such and such movie.
So like for example, all the first stuff. If you've this is really great for anyone who's never seen anything Marvel.
Sure.
This is like spectacular. But then like it says like core, for example. Well, I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil it. But there are certain movies that are considered core movies where it's like, and then if you want to understand how it ties in, you can click on it and it tells you.
This is great.
How that.
Will you
ties
text this
in.
to me and I'll send it to Clara?
Yep. Anyway, I would be curious as I'm doing this. I'm going to keep an eye out for coffee shop the coffee shop POV.
Yeah.
Because I bet that exists more. I think it's a superhero trope.
Maybe Marvel wants it in everyone.
Yeah.
But I feel like it always happens. Another thing I loved about this movie, I think this movie had excellent top tier fight choreography.
Yes.
Amazing set pieces, people using their weapons or their
really
abilities
agree.
in exceptional ways. Even when Spider-Man rips off the tail and then he uses the tail in a really great way. I think I didn't think I would tip this early, but Spider-Man flying over Hulk while pulling the Punisher, who is shooting the Hulk, who's jumping in the air between them. And that's 2016 or 19 or whatever. Like that's our
golden
first 3
age.
phases. Yeah, golden age of Marvel. Thank you.
And they slowed it down just enough so that you could track every single thing that was happening.
Yes.
I agree, because that's another thing in this day and age. Like you go back and you watch I always reference the French Connection, because when I saw French Connection for the first time, I was like, oh my God, because they were like, this car chase scene is like one of the best. And I was watching it and I was like, well, it's a little slow. Like this is going a little bit slow, because everything is sped up now. Like any fight choreography you see in a movie is sped up, like literally sped up to make it look faster. And I feel like they were really great. Things were fast when Spidey needed to be fast because his reflexes are so ridiculous. But I saw everything. I like locked into everything, and that sometimes things go too quickly and I don't.
They just thought of like really good moves. Like there's a thing where Spider-Man is trying to catch up to the tank.
Yeah.
And he's just being pulled by it.
Yeah.
So he shoots the wheel that's been blown off because the gears are exposed.
Yeah.
Which then ravels his web to pull him up onto the thing. And you know, he feels bad about hurting the cop, but he like perfectly executes like the tail and throwing the guy into it.
Yep.
The big final fight scene with the hand, when he's like comes all the way down, spinning out web the whole time, and then Cirque du Soleil uses it like silks to like come back up.
Yes.
Just beautiful.
Stunning.
Yes.
The way.
Really thoughtful.
Yes.
Like to the point where I was like, I should look this up and see like who choreographed or directed or coordinated this part of it. Because it probably is one person who says, this is what you're here for.
This was a thing I wanted to talk to you about that I loved so much, was the difference between his organic web and his whatever, like synthetic web.
Yeah.
It functions differently, and the organic
Stronger. It shoots
web
him back the first time he uses it.
But also that's what's used. That's when you find him in his weird cocoon and it's all over his apartment. That's what he uses against the hand in that like moment. And there's something, it's more beautiful. Like it's like silk, you're saying. It's a similar thing. And that was so cool to me, to be able to differentiate between the web and to see him improve as he figured out exactly how to use the organic webs. It was just very cool. That was so cool to me.
It took me into the second one too to realize the first time he's flying with Zendaya.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he saying? And he's saying, web, stop. Web,
he's saying it. Okay, this is Tom Holland's choice as Peter Parker that has had me hook, line, and sinker from the first movie.
Yeah.
The first movie where Michael Keaton's what's his character name again?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. The bad guy.
Yeah, he's the bird.
The bird guy.
Yeah.
Birdman.
Yeah.
Different movie. So, but
I'll look it up because I don't want people yelling.
What if his name is Birdman? It's not. And he is stuck underneath all the rubble, and he doesn't have his suit because Tony took his suit away, and he thinks he's going to die. And Michael Keaton left him there to die. And there's this little thing did. The Vulture. Good job.
Yeah. Well, the internet.
Good job. And he's trying to muster up the strength to get out of this sticky situation. And he under his breath is going, where you can truly barely hear it.
Yeah.
He's going, okay. Come on. And then he's like, come on, Peter, come on, Spider-Man. Like he's talking to himself and he's psyching himself up, and he does it in every movie. There's a little moment where he does that, and it is it's like a young person thing to do. Like it makes him seem younger, which was more believable when he was doing that as he's trying to get comfortable and acclimate to his organic webs.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's vulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the stuff. That's why I love this Peter so much. That's why he makes me cry.
Yeah, I think he's great. Question for you, though, about this Peter. Do you feel like there was a choice to show here in this movie that Spider-Man gets fucked up on the reg, which is, again, a little bit of like Matt Reeves' Batman, right? We're showing all the wounds. And I know that Tobey Maguire got super fucked up, too, so it's not new, right? But do you think it was played up a little too much? Like he seemed to really, like everything seemed to hurt him.
The reason why it didn't bother me
is
is
he doesn't heal as fast as Wolverine. He obviously heals super fast.
Yeah. I had just, like I said, I had just watched No Way Home. And when after May dies and he's so sad, and Tobey Maguire's Peter and Andrew Garfield's Peter, they're talking to him about how important it is to like you're not alone in this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Andrew Garfield is like, I got rageful and I stopped pulling my punches and things got bad. I was no longer a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Sure. And the reason I'm okay with him getting a little more beat up is the same reason that, who was he beating the shit out of in this?
Scorpion.
And
it looked violent. It was so great.
It was violent.
Yeah.
And
so well done.
Very not Peter Parker.
He jumps up in the air, shoots his webs down, and then uses his webs to pull him down even harder.
God, it was
and then he
cool.
takes the tail after he rips it off and throws him into a cop car, and then starts beating him with the tail.
He was rageful.
Yeah.
And so that's why I can kind of buy into him getting a little, because I think he's being a little more reckless.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have, no one's worried about him. Except for our cop from
And he's also really upset.
He's upset. Oh,
he's really angry.
Well, and he's getting more and more detached. And
he's Golluming.
Yeah, yes. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with him getting a little more beat up because I think he's going harder than he did
I think
before.
they wanted to show that too.
Yeah.
I think it was more of a choice in this, but it isn't unheard of for Spider-Man. Like, for example, part of me, initially I was like, should Spider-Man really be able to get shot that easily?
Right.
But then you think about it, it's a .50 caliber gun. So if he
I don't
were
know what that means.
Just an insanely large bullet.
Oh, okay.
If he were a human being, it would literally blow him apart.
Yeah.
If you get hit with that. So the fact that it just goes into him is a sign of how strong he is. So if you were to shoot him with a 9mm, like I don't think it does anything to him. But if you shoot him with a .50 caliber bullet, it's gonna fuck him up.
So here's a
but
thought.
Also, like, his senses must have been off.
Also, well, I think so, right? But
or
then
just he didn't have enough time.
Here's
which is
an
crazy.
on the fly thought too, is that because no one knows him, he doesn't have access to like Avenger Campus or Avenger Tech or anything like that. So I have to imagine, even though he's such a brain and he's doing such a good job, like this suit is not as good as the suit he had before. I mean, no, he has Evie and stuff. So like, I know he has, but I could also imagine him not being able to get the same upgrades. How does he get money?
It's a great question. Is he still getting stuff from the Hobgoblin people? Harry, isn't that his name?
The Hobgoblin people?
You know, Willem Dafoe. Is he like accessed into that like grant?
No, they all went home.
Yeah, but don't they still live in this? They're not there?
No, different universes.
Oh, yeah,
they all went home.
That's a good question. I don't know. Was there like a life insurance policy on Aunt May?
He's not related to Aunt May. He doesn't exist.
That doesn't mean it wouldn't be left to her.
He doesn't exist.
No, Peter Parker does. That's still his aunt. That's still Peter Parker's aunt. It just has nothing to do with Spider-Man. Because that was his aunt and uncle before he became Spider-Man, and his uncle said, with great...
No, but people, it's not that people don't know who Spider-Man is anymore. People don't know who Peter Parker is anymore.
Yeah, but he still exists.
Uh-oh. I don't think I agree.
This is fair. I hadn't thought about it. So, yeah, I don't know how he gets money. He's not working at the Daily Bugle, right?
No.
I mean, is he getting all these like Crime Stopper tip rewards?
But then there's the one point where he's talking to the detective and she's like, stop doing our job for us. And he's like, hey, I'm just a volunteer.
Yeah. That's a good question. We
but
can't worry about
also-
how Friends affords that apartment.
No. But we should.
It'd be cool if he worked at least at the bodega.
Yeah, but I don't think he does.
No, I don't think he does
We
either.
should dive more into that, probably not on air, but my bigger thing is that I just don't think, I think he's limited in how advanced his technology can get, given that he doesn't have like Tony Stark resources
Sure.
at his disposal. And so that also might contribute to him getting roughed up. That's all I meant.
Well, I have another question for you.
Okay.
Do you agree that the rooftop scene is the best scene in the movie?
Yes.
Tom Holland fucking eats that scene.
Yes.
Anybody,
So does Zendaya.
Anybody who came out of, yes, especially when she switches.
Uh-huh.
Anybody who came out of the Odyssey and was like, Tom Holland sucks. You're an idiot.
Did people say that?
Yes. I just don't think that character had as much to do, and I still think he did great in the Odyssey. But go watch this movie. Go watch Mr. Stark. Oh. Like, he's great. Tom Holland's great, and he's gonna try and go more prestige. He's got that
What was
prestige
his
bug from the Odyssey.
Apple TV show?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
He
But I
was
remember. Yeah.
pretty incredible
Was
in
it something
that.
with the devil, or was that on Netflix?
I don't know.
But like, he's so good. His scene, that line after Jean Grey as Mary Jane is like, yeah, hold on.
By
to
the way,
her.
she's not Mary Jane in this. She's
Oh,
like Melissa Jones.
Oh
or
yeah, she's
something.
MJ.
Yeah.
MJ. Sorry for everybody that I've said Mary Jane. If it made you turn off the podcast, thanks
I
for
just didn't
listening.
want there's a
No, you're right. I appreciate it.
Frankenstein's
MJ.
monster
That's, yeah,
people.
I was like, they always call her MJ. And he looks at her and says, "You're a monster."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, you are." Part of me wonders, when you take the full scope of Jean Grey by the end of the movie, like, did she in a fucked up way think like, I'm giving you a chance to like
Have
hug
her
somebody?
for a second?
Yes, because she says that. She says what I wouldn't give to have one more second with the people that I've lost. But the other times, she really is fucking mean about it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
She is a monster.
I think she didn't know.
Like, she's a bitch.
Yes. I think Spider-Man was an obstacle in her way. I don't think she was throwing him a bone there. I think she was being...
Well, this brings me to my next question. Do we really think that Jean Grey would kill that dude by walking him into the street? Didn't that seem a little...
Here...
It's before you know who she is.
You asked me if I'm in or when I was in and when I was out.
Yeah.
And when I saw that our big bad, when they reveal, which by the way, it was very cool.
Yes, I agree.
I thought the reveal of Jean Grey
Yes.
was very cool.
Mm-hmm.
I recognize that we've got to get to X-Men
Mm-hmm.
and we have to get to the mutants.
Mm-hmm.
But Jean Grey, I really struggle with Jean Grey. I have a really hard time with Jean Grey, and I don't mean Sadie Sink's Jean Grey. I mean Jean Grey as a character.
Well, she's a god.
She's a god.
What else made me think? So there's different universe versions of her. Of all the people
Yes.
like Deadpool who are, what do they call, like alpha characters, wouldn't Jean Grey be one?
She's an Omega.
But Omega, yeah. But she can't be because her origin story isn't the same,
Well,
right?
in Earth 616, which is our Marvel Cinematic Universe, maybe it's different. But in the other ones,
she
what's
has to
the
be
Fox
Omega.
one?
Yeah,
Is
I
Earth
don't know.
2 something
2018 or something like that. Sound off in the comments with the actual year planets versions. It took you out of it?
I think it's the same way. Wanda Maximoff has very nearly taken me out of things. Like
That's Florence Pugh's character?
that is Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
That's
Scarlet Witch.
Elizabeth
We're
Olsen.
talking about something else, yeah.
In Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, I was like, she's too powerful.
Yeah.
No one can
Stop her. Right.
She could have beaten Thanos on her own.
Mm-hmm.
She is that powerful, and it almost stops being fun when someone's that powerful. And I think every time they've introduced Jean Grey, I mean, they have to have her. I
well,
get
at this
it.
point, she doesn't know how strong she is.
No, and she never does.
Well, once she gets, once
and then
we
she
get to
becomes
Phoenix.
Phoenix. Oh my God, I really don't like that. But I had an issue with Dark Phoenix.
You probably had it with Captain Marvel too, right? Where like we have to remove Captain Marvel because otherwise she would just one hit half these people.
Yes, a little bit less because I don't think she's as infallible. She's not as like all-consumingly powerful as Jean Grey is or as Wanda is. I mean, she's pretty indestructible, but I don't know. But close. But close. Yeah. I just have a really hard time with Jean Grey. I do. She's not fun to me. It's not a fun.
It's somewhat of a Superman problem.
Yeah.
And they just decided, well, what if we just made it that he could get beat up? And I'm like, I don't like that very much.
Right.
But that was the most recent Superman. You can still like it, but they decided to say, what if Superman just got his ass kicked
but
for
here
2
was
hours?
the piece that was interesting there is that what if he got his ass kicked for 2 hours when he's a guy who can't really get his ass kicked?
Right.
That was the inconsistency there. They never show that Jean Grey is suddenly not powerful. She's always powerful. The only thing that has been able to stop her is Peter's universal chip he put on her neck. And anyway, it just stops me. Jean Grey is like a fun suck to me. She like is a buzzkill.
Yeah.
She's a little bit of a buzzkill to me.
I could totally
get
behind that.
And it really has nothing to do with this specific performance. I thought Sadie Sink did
she was great.
a fantastic job. I think that they navigated it well. I, again, appreciate that she has to be a part of the X-Men portion of Marvel, but it just, X3 was frustrating because of Jean Grey. X2, frankly, was frustrating because of Jean Grey. And then Dark Phoenix, I thought, was such a bummer. I just think that Jean Grey's a bummer.
But
so
I am glad you said all that because it put things into a crystallization for me that I've never really been able to say, but I totally agree with.
What?
No, what you just said.
Oh, that.
Yes.
Oh, you agree with that?
Yeah, but yes, I do. But I still want to know from you.
Oh, yeah. What did you ask?
She walks that dude backwards into traffic and lets him get hit. What? That guy didn't do anything.
I know.
Her.
He's an innocent person.
Now, it adds to the gravitas of our villain, but it just didn't seem...
And then once you understand the backstory...
Yeah, I'm like, she wouldn't kill any of these people.
No, she would kill her specific people who have Sarah. Yeah, I know. That felt a little off to me. But Jean also is like a little off sometimes. Like her power becomes all consuming sometimes.
Okay, I want to hit another point.
I thought it was a cool, unique way that they leveraged her power, by the way. The jumping into bodies.
Yeah,
like
that's when you get the whole other, what did this movie draw upon? And that's Fallen. As soon as it happened the first time, I'm like...
What's Fallen?
Denzel Washington's demon-possessed movie where he's a cop trying to catch a demon who can, anytime it touches another person, the demon
I
goes
don't
into
remember
them.
that movie.
Wow, go watch Fallen.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good, and obviously a great Denzel performance. Okay, I'm on the record of saying I absolutely love it every time the Incredible Hulk isn't nerfed.
Uh-huh.
It's immediate stakes.
Yes.
Are you watching House of Dragon?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not caught up.
Well, don't worry. He is the sheep stealer of the metal of the Marvel universe. Of we kind of got this guy.
Oh my God.
Just so you know, when we get out there, we don't know really what this fucker's going to do.
Season 3, episode 1.
Here comes Hulkster. He's a berserker. You just got to sort of open the door, let him in, close it, and then just hope that he hits all the
Season 3,
shit.
episode 1 of House of the Dragon, I was screaming. I was so mad at Sheep Stealer.
Yeah.
I was so mad at him.
Sheep Stealer's gonna fucking sheep steal, dude.
Totally.
His fucking name is Sheep Stealer.
You can't
He's
be
not doing
mad at
anything
him.
you want, but he's doing what he wants.
Well, and he's doing what you expect him to do.
Or
you can't
her.
knock
I don't
him
even know.
for
I
that.
don't genderize Sheep Stealer.
Oh, Sheep Stealer's a boy. A
Maybe.
woman would never be that reckless.
But Hulkster, I was so glad to see him go full Hulk. I am. You want to talk about taking out? I'm just sick and tired of Spectacles Hulk.
Yeah.
What
do they call him again?
I don't know.
There's a name
Bookworm
for
Hulk,
that type of
smart
Hulk.
Library Hulk.
I was so...
it's cool. I get that it was a fun little
I was
thing. And now
thrilled.
I'm like, no.
Well, also, because by the way, nobody wants to live like that. How do you bone?
Airplanes.
Oh my God.
Escalators.
Anything.
Yeah,
But
when he went big, I'm like, now we're fucking talking. Get the Hulk. I want Hulk.
And I felt really good because, once they tease and you meet Bruce and he's the professor at the college and he has the new
I have a
thing
regulator
that keeps him as Bruce Banner. I was like, it's go time.
Yes.
Because
we're going to unleash this
I
dumb
automatically know. And then the second that Jean Grey was like, take me to whatever college, I was like, she's going after Bruce, baby. And that is the fun dynamic. That's what makes Bruce Banner fun.
Yes.
Hulk being under control
is
not fun.
Those whole first 3 or 4 movies he's in where you're like, is this motherfucker going to kill Natasha?
Yeah.
We're like, I don't know. She sometimes can talk to him. That's immediate stakes. I love it.
And he's like funny. Thor Ragnarok.
Yes.
Hulk is so funny.
But he's a little even too controlled in that.
I know. I agree.
I like Berserker Hulk.
Yeah.
And that sequence was amazing when he's hanging off the building.
Oh my God, with all of the building.
Yes.
Oh, it was so cool looking.
Beautiful.
I will say,
cinema, baby.
And we've talked about this before on air and every time we watch something together off air, I have a really hard time with destruction of property. And so Hulk is is hard for me because Hulk smash and every building gets destroyed and that is so frustrating. Yeah. I really hate that.
One thing I had to look up because it shows up when Peter is researching what is happening to him. Why are spiders' eyes black? So I looked it up.
Well, because pupil dilation?
Yeah. Often they look black because their main front-facing eyes, called principal or direct eyes, have dark internal retinas that absorb light, and because light reflects off their insides in a way that make them look dark, shiny, or clear. So it's an indicator in the movie that he's going like Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
But it also is indicating that his senses are heightened. Yes. Yeah. He's taking in way more light.
That's what I figured.
But also going his version of Berserker mode.
Yeah.
Character in the movie you would watch a solo movie about, whether as a retelling of this movie from their perspective or a sequel.
A sequel of this movie?
Like this character now goes on to do blank, which would be a sequel, or...
Well, I want to follow
Frank. We see Brand
Frank.
New Day, but we see Frank the whole time.
Yeah, I want to follow Frank.
Yeah, that'd be
I mean, especially too, because if he has softened even the tiniest bit, I would be so interested to see what the next step is for him as a character.
Yeah.
If there's any evolution there.
It'd be fun to see what he was doing after the tank, and then until Mary Jane or MJ and Peter show up.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there in his sub, in a robe. Like, what have you been up to, Frank? What are you doing?
Question, comic book lore
Almost
question.
Scorpion, I'd be like, what did you do?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was in Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was that the one he was in?
He's great. I loved him in... Is he in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul? I think he's in both.
Yeah. He was in, but I mean, he was in Homecoming as Scorpion.
Yes, I know. Yeah. I'm just saying
and then I just saw him in something where he played someone's Orphan Black.
Oh, okay.
He was in Orphan Black.
He's
a good actor. But I was gonna say, no, I don't remember.
All right, we'll go to another point.
But who would you want to see?
I guess give Frank Castle his own movie. But I think he just had like a limited series, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah. I didn't watch it.
And they came out, he had a new thing this year.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean? Mm-hmm. That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Comic book question is, so the same way that like Donald Glover played a guy who's actually a guy in Spider-Man, like who's a somebody, is then the guy Zendaya's dating.
I don't know. I thought that too.
Is he a character we
he
care
looked too
about?
much like the actor who plays Flash.
Yeah.
For first, I was like, hey, no, I don't think so. I don't think he's a. I
we
think
don't
he's
care about
just
him.
Make Peter sad for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Future reference point. Are there any moments in this movie that you think will be sticking with you in 10 years? That you'll still be like, that moment. Like we talk about this already.
The rooftop moment.
Yeah, I thought it was great. It's a great reveal.
Pretty great.
But I think the Spider-Man over Hulk in between,
I agree.
Punisher underneath. I'm like, you
that
fucking
moment
nailed
or
it.
the hand fight.
Yeah. One word that describes your feeling when the credits hit.
I hate this game.
It doesn't have to be a word. I felt satisfied.
Yeah.
I was like, good Good. Maybe
Yeah, maybe like I think this is sad, but I think I
his heart
felt
still beats. For
I
these
felt
Marvel movies.
relieved.
Yeah.
Because I'm nervous now every time I watch a Marvel property instead of going into it being like I never doubt. I used to never doubt Marvel.
Right.
And now you don't know. And so I think I was probably, a little relieved.
I felt like it was a little bit of a callback at the very beginning to Endgame, which essentially opens, after the Hawkeye stuff, opens with Tony tinkering away all alone.
Yeah.
And this opens with Peter Parker tinkering
all
away
alone.
Yeah. To like a popular song.
If we can go back to another thing you said, scenes that will stick with you.
Yeah.
Once we got to see the Aunt May memory in its entirety, that was powerful stuff.
Tomei.
Yeah. And that was really beautiful. I think it was beautifully written. I think that the way it affected Jean was so impactful. And so I think that will stick with me too.
Yeah, Marissa Tomei, I'm like, can we get her in more stuff? I mean,
Oh
we
my
had
God,
that resurgence
know.
with The Wrestler and like Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is the only time we see her. She's like Ving Rhames in a Mission Impossible movie. Where it's like, I want more of
She's
you doing
also-
more of this stuff.
She's so much more than this, but she is also so beautiful.
It's insane.
It's insane.
Yeah, I agree. She's just a beautiful person.
Yes.
Seems to be.
Teeny tiny,
Exciting.
by the way.
You felt the runtime was perfect, too long, too short.
It didn't bother me.
Oh, it was a little too long. But that was more pacing. And then once I knew how this concert was going to go on my second night of watching it, or day, whatever, my second showing, it didn't ding me as much. I did get a little bit sleepy once we ventured off into like, and here's everything you need to know about Jean Grey.
The guy next to me was sleeping through 70% of the movie. He was snoring at one point, and I had to give his arm a little shake and say, you fell asleep. And he goes, oh God, this keeps happening. But the reason I knew that, it turns out I heard him talking to his friend after he's had a really long day, but, and he's okay, everyone. I know you're worried, but, my only indicator for me that it was maybe a little long was that another guy got up twice to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Other than that, it didn't feel too long to me. That's all.
Oscar nomination predictions. Do you think there's any?
No,
on
I
this?
mean,
Visual
VFX.
effects.
Yeah,
I thought
maybe-
I thought the score was really good.
me
But it's
too.
not
But
gonna
it's not
beat The Odyssey.
Oscar worthy.
It might. I don't know if it'll. I don't think it'll get nominated. We're only talking about
The Odyssey-
nominations. It doesn't have to win.
The Odyssey score skeeved me. It gave
Yeah.
me the heebie-jeebs.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But
But visual
also, I was
effects,
like,
I could see it getting a
saxophone?
visual effects nod.
Yeah,
Maybe editing.
maybe editing, maybe like production.
None of this was
coordination.
shot in New York.
I don't
asked
know.
you, but there was no parts where you're like, I know where that is.
No, I mean they always reference.
But I'm saying there was nothing you saw where you're like, that's a real intersection.
No, I mean yes,
Not that they weren't real, but
there were a couple times they showed street signs that are real, but I don't know that means they shot in New York. They could have just
yeah.
put. It wasn't as
Probably won't get costume
identifiable as like in the Avengers when they're fighting in front of Grand Central Station. Like,
Sure.
yeah.
Okay. For fun, we're gonna do a 3-round best moments in the movie fantasy draft. I'm
Okay.
holding a number with my hand. You have to guess if it's even or odd. That will determine who goes first in our quick three-round snake draft. Best movements or favorite moments in the movie.
Okay, it's odd.
It is even. I get to go first.
What a shart.
I think no shocker here. I am gonna go with Hulk in between Spider-Man
Yes.
up top. To me, I'm like, this is a fucking comic book movie.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. That's my first pick. Now you will get your first and your second pick.
Oh, we're snaking it.
Yeah.
With
Uh-huh.
2 people. Oh
Mhm.
my. Okay, I think I'll take the rooftop scene
Mm-hmm.
and the hand fight
Nice.
with the
Nice.
webs.
Yeah. They don't have superpowers, right?
I don't think so.
They
Oh,
don't?
how cool was it when he went through the detector and they were like naming all the things about him? That was cool to me.
And good use of exposition.
Yes.
We need to tell you these things because they're all about to change.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was really well done.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, my next one, I'm going to go. You took the rooftop scene. Then I will go. He walks in and MJ has read the letter.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that'll be my second pick. And then my third and final pick for my favorite moments in the movie draft. I'm saying this long and slowly because I'm trying to think of what I want to go with.
How do you want to round it out, too?
Right.
Because what do you have? You have the Hulk thing, Punisher
that sequence.
thing.
And so I don't want to go with another Hulk thing, even though I really like that
Right, but
moment.
then also you have an emotional moment.
Yeah.
Zendaya acted the shit out of that.
You know what I think I'm going to go with?
What?
I think I'm going to go with just what I always love in these Spider-Man movies, and that's the opening web slinging stuff.
That was on my...
And there's one where he just sort of like lets himself fall really far, and I'm going to go with that one. That really far, like let myself like fall down.
A little
it's
too far.
It's what you do in the video game when you play the Sony video game.
Yep.
And it's always beautiful.
That's a good one.
And in Screen X, it was even more powerful. It was amazing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I want a Frank scene in there. Maybe oh God, this makes my draft a little boring.
Why?
Well, no, I have a fight in there in my draft.
Yeah, you have the ultimate fight.
His big argument with Frank, I think, in Frank's little like boatyard area. Maybe I take that. Ugh.
I like this. Two Frank moments that I really like is when he goes, you go deal with the person that can cause the most casualties. He's like, do you just not want to fight with the Hulk? And he's like, not really. I thought that was great. And then the moment where we get another window into what's wrong with Frank when MJ goes and looks in the cupboard and it's like all his family
he's
mementos,
like,
and he's
he
like, you
locks
don't go
it
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an honorable mention for me.
Oh, also, how cute when he's like, I'll get you out of here, and Peter walks out and then he's waving with the Spider-Man mask on was really cute.
Yeah.
And when it cuts to him in the hospital room, what does he say? Because you just saw it. Is he just like, hey?
He's going, yeah. Whoa.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
He's like
okay, it's
and
so
hollering.
funny.
Okay, fun little thing that we do as well. The popcorn bucket review. We do a popcorn bucket for all these big movies. Do you own any popcorn buckets?
I do not. No,
I don't either. This is not a thing you and I would, I think, get into. We don't have the space.
Don't have the space.
If
it really
if
is
we had
a space issue.
If each of us had a movie theater like in our house,
oh, that would
I
be
would
something
consider
I would
decoratively like lining them up.
I would consider it. I still don't know if that's where I'd put my time. For me, it is the equivalent of like investing in all of the mouse ears in Disneyland.
Yeah.
They have all different kinds or whatever. Yeah.
Price on this one is $34.99
for the Spider-Man bucket.
I have it here for you to see. What is our review of this? So you're essentially doing.
That's where it opens.
Yeah, you're essentially doing the monkey brains from Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I don't either. Actually, you're eating his brain.
So
I'm not interested in that.
We can call ourselves off of it or put ourselves on the spot to say what would be a better. Here's what
Because by the way, though, the design, aside from the fact that you're eating out of it,
you're eating his popcorn brain.
It's kind of cool. Like that's a very cool looking. This is cool. Like his face looks great.
Yeah, if you just want like a Spider-Man head in your house, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
To keep your marijuana.
I don't want to eat brains.
I think it's not his movie. But they do the things where you can like put your hand in it and now you have Hulk hands. Yeah. Do that as a popcorn bucket. It's like a Hulk fist. Didn't
he use a gauntlet when they were fighting in Damage Control? And he put his hand
the shocker gauntlet thing?
In the gauntlet thing?
Yeah, and he hits him with it
I don't think it's like a big enough thing though, you're right.
Yeah. But I would give this, you don't like rating things, I'm going to give that a 1 out of 5 popcorn buckets.
I will give it. Are we doing it for me or for humanity?
What we've thinking, like the team brought us this to approve or disapprove.
I bet a kid like really likes that.
Only if the front would open and you could put it on your little head and then you got a 911 situation.
That's so cool. Yeah. I don't know. I'll give it a 2 just because I think kids would like that.
Okay. All right. Last thing, I'll do it. You don't have to. Out of 5 popcorn buckets, 1 being the worst, 5 being let's get all the popcorn in the world.
I thought about this the whole walk over here.
You don't have to say anything.
I know, but I thought about it though.
My initial grade on this after seeing it once was 3.5.
Yeah.
After seeing it twice, I'm going to give it a 4.
Yeah.
I thought that they did a really good job hitting all of the emotional stuff. I applaud Tom Holland and the production team for saying we have to nail how sad this guy is.
Yeah.
I thought that the fun parts were really fun. I thought the fight sequences were great. I wish that the pacing almost made me take it down to a 3 3/4 bucket, but I don't know if I'm going to start splitting hairs that much. So I'm going to be a positive person and go with 4.
So that is my rating for it as well. I have a lot of not flexibility, whatever. What's the word where I'm willing?
Grace?
I'm forgiving.
Yeah.
Of movies like this. Heist movies, same thing. Like
Sure.
if it's a heist movie and it's not very good, I'll probably rate it higher than objectively what it should be. I really love a heist movie. So anyway, 4 feels really solid to me, having only seen it once though.
Well, I hope other people have loved it as much as we have.
Did you stay for the post-credit scene?
Yes, and here's why you're the best. So the post-credit scene is a joke. It's absolutely horrible.
It's not
There's
worth
nothing.
staying for.
And I think that they had, I don't want to use the word trouble, but I think that they had concerns about how to end this movie.
Yeah.
I think they found it to be a challenge. And I think that the handshake scene that ends the movie was the mid-credit scene.
Oh, but they used
But
it
they
as
said,
their
you know
little
what?
button.
Bump this up. Let's just end it that way. It's a good feeling.
Because what happened right before that?
He leaves the hospital. And I think you could have, on a jib, up and away, Spider-Man goes away, and he's alone, but he's happier, and things are going to be all right. But I think they probably had that. It's so modular. I think that they probably had it as, think about it. Credits roll. They go for a little bit. Ding, ding, ding. He comes walking in.
Yeah, that should have been the mid-roll.
They weirdly shake hands, and he's like, Peter.
Yeah.
He smiles. Back to credits.
Okay, can I ask you a question about that, though?
Okay.
Do you think he's saying Peter, like...
I know. I thought it on the second time.
Like,
I remember you,
Peter?
or like,
yeah,
you're a cool dude.
Yeah, Peter.
I think he does not remember him at all. I think he just sort of like went with the flow, and it was a signifier of stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends?
But
do you know what I'm saying?
Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Ned doesn't know that his name is Peter.
He knows that Spider-Man's name's Peter.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that this guy is Spider-Man.
Right.
Because Spider-Man stayed.
Right.
So do you think
that's an
indication that he made the connection that this guy is Spider-Man?
No. I think he will.
But that handshake made him remember that guy's name is Peter.
Well, he walked in and goes, "I'm Peter Parker," and he goes, "Oh, the flower guy."
He said, "I'm Peter Parker." Mm-hmm. Oh, so he did say his name.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm 99.9% certain.
That was the part I wasn't 100% sure about.
He says his name in there. And he goes, "Oh, the flower guy." Mm-hmm. And then they shake hands. To me, the second time for sure. The first time I saw it, I was like, "Oh, did he just start to remember him?" The second time I was like, "Oh, no." He's like, "Did we just become best friends?" That's what I took it as. Sound off in them comments, y'all.
By the way, after No Way Home, I was reminded of a crisis I had where if the spell that's cast is that no one remembers Peter Parker, do Peters 2 and 3 go back to their home universes and they're also no longer remembered? Or do you think that Doctor Strange was specific enough to say no one remembers our Peter here on Earth?
Yeah, I think this one.
Okay.
I think.
Thanks for that.
Okay. I'm glad we loved it. I'm glad I got to talk to you about it.
Same.
Lissa Rubin is the absolute best. There's a whole bunch of credits where you can learn more about this, but email us, follow us on social media, become a Popcorn Pal, stay a Popcorn Pal. Thank you for being a Popcorn Pal. I'm Daniel Van Kirk. That's Lissa Rubin.
Bye.
Bye. I'll see you at the movies. Popcorn Pals is produced by Clara Maidenwald. Our artwork was made by Angela Rogers, and our theme music comes from freesound.org. You can follow Popcorn Pals on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd at Popcorn Pals Pod. You can see all of that content thanks to Caitlin Bordini, who runs our social media. New episodes are available for free on YouTube and anywhere else you find your podcast. Just look for Popcorn Pals. You can also subscribe to our Patreon for ad-free listening, bonus content, and much more. Email us with your thoughts, opinions, and questions at popcornpalspod@gmail.com.